Okay, today guys, this is how we do it. We're going to be making a
seared chicken mandarin salad.
Something fresh right now this time of year. I had a buddy out in Colorado ask me to make him a salad that he can eat that would be fresh. So it doesn't take many ingredients. We got a 1 head of romaine, got a pound of strawberries. We're probably going to use about a 1/4 pound of that. We got a can of Mandarin Oranges. We probably won't use the whole can. Salt, pepper, oil to fry the chicken, garlic to put on it, and the dressing I'm using is going to be Panera, but you can use other dressings. That's a raspberry vinaigrette. So we're going to start working on this. It's a pretty quick recipe. You can usually do it once you have all your stuff out. It's only going to take you as long as it takes to make the chicken to actually whip this salad up. So the first thing you're going to do, since you want timing to come out right and make it come out fast for you, you want to come over to your stove and turn on your stove, get that pan heating up, and we're going to use that oil to put in the pan. So it's already heating, so when we're ready, it's ready to cook. I probably put 1.5 tablespoons of oil in there. You got to kind of put in what you need there. You can guess, if you're going to make more, put more. This is going to be for one person. Remember, anytime you get out your knife, I always go over to people's houses and help them cook and stuff. I get out their knives and you can't cut with them. Always keep a steel on hand. Every time you get out your knife, just hit it a couple times. That'll keep that knife really sharp. This knife's probably 10 years old and I still use it every day. So here's a chicken breast we're going to use. You can cook it thick like this, but I think the chicken takes too long to cook and it's hard to chew. So we're going to go ahead and cut that and have kind of butterfly it so we get a nice thinner piece. And if it's still thick on this end, you can still just butterfly it again a little bit more. You can pound it out if you want. So we got a nice flat piece of chicken. Let me wash my hands. We're going to salt, pepper, and garlic that. Okay, so we're going to coat it with salt, pepper, and garlic so it doesn't have a lot of stuff on it. Keep it nice and fresh. The garlic I'm putting on a little heavy because I like garlic. You can put less. I'm using garlic powder, not garlic salt. I don't use garlic salt because it's just like putting salt into your food. They don't have much garlic flavor. So that's a granulated garlic powder. Again, salt and pepper on this side. Now you can grill this if you got a grill ready to go. This is an indoor thing for us. We do it all the time. If I had the grill out there and we were doing something, I'd do that. Maybe another video we'll grill some chicken. So now that we know the chicken is actually prepped, we're waiting for that pan to heat up. You can wash your hands off. When you do that, if you just take a little drop of water and put it in there, that water like that, just a little teeny bit, not a lot, because it's going to pop when that oil gets hot. So next I got to get out another cutting board.
And what you put the water there for?
It's going to tell me when the oil is hot. It's going to pop. The water will actually come to a boil in the oil and pop out of it because the oil gets hotter than the water. So it's almost boiling. It's a tiny drop, not a lot. So we're going to cut up this lettuce for the romaine. Lots of ways you can cut romaine. The way I learned in a restaurant back in the day about 30 years ago, if you're going to do it for a salad, just cut it down, but don't cut all the way to the end. So I didn't go all the way to the end. Rotate it, cut it again, keep rotating it, so you're going to get squares out of this when you're done. It's going to save you time. And then you turn it, and then you just start cutting your squares. So the smaller the squares, the more cuts you make. So we got a little bit left over. So we're already ready with the plate. The oil's getting hot over there. We're going to put the salad on there. This is a small head of romaine. It does make a pretty good salad dough. I'd recommend it over iceberg lettuce. Iceberg lettuce really doesn't have any nutritional value, and this has quite a bit, at least pound for pound wise. So there's our head of romaine. Okay. Next thing we want to do, grab as many strawberries as you think you're going to need for your salad. I like strawberries, so I'm going to use 6 big strawberries. I'm going to rinse them off. Make sure you rinse your produce off, just to make sure you don't have any bugs. Okay, now you hear that oil popping? That means it's actually nice and hot now, so when I put this chicken in, it should sear, and it shouldn't stick to the pan. And even if you had a non-stick pan, that'll keep it from actually sticking to the pan if you wait till the oil's hot like that. Rinse the hand off again. Every time you touch raw food, just make sure you wash your hands. So, keeping my veggies and fruit together so I don't switch cutting boards. Just going to cut the tops off the strawberries. And you can get real elaborate with this salad. If you like nuts on it, you can put pecans and sunflower seeds and other things you want. This is a quick and down and dirty spring salad. So what I'm doing is cutting them in half once. and then making little strips out of them so that they're easier to eat when you get them on your salad. Do that. You can see I only used probably about $1 worth of strawberries, so it's a really inexpensive meal. The chicken breast is probably $1. So it's going to be about a $3 salad. So we're going to put the strawberries around it. Other than that, it looks awesome when you're done with it too, just because it's a nice salad. So our chicken's still frying. You want to check that film towards the chicken there. We're going to turn it up a little bit more, so I kind of want to get it crispy on the outside. Now these extra strawberries, you could do something with it today or not. Okay, next I got my canned Mandarin Oranges. This is more just how much Mandarin Oranges you like. I did drain the juice out of it. I dump some in my hand and kind of sprinkle them around. I'm probably going to use half a can. We'll put some right underneath the chicken. It like gets kind of warm. It's kind of nice. So at that point, you can move all this out of the way. We don't need any more of this. All we're doing now is wait for the chicken to cook and salad dressing. So far we've probably got a couple minutes into this. I'm going to rinse off my board so I'm going to use my veggie board with the cooked meat. And again, it was veggies on a knife, so since you're going to a meat, you can just wipe it off. But if you're going the other way, back to a veggie, you got to clean the knife with soap and water. And we're going to check that. It's getting a little brown. That's nice. We're going to kind of just watch that temperature. That's all we got left to do here. So we're going to watch this fry for a minute. And we try doing these all in real time for you, so you can see we're not playing TV games and fast forwarding. This is all real time. Now your chicken, when you check in your chicken to make sure it's done, it should get a little firmer. When you first put it in, it's going to be a little soft. As it cooks, it's going to firm up, so that's kind of one way you can tell that it's done. Check in your little pockets there, make sure it got hot enough. Now the sparkling you're getting right now off there is the water that's actually on the chicken when I put it in, because it was chicken and it has liquid on it, so that's what makes it pop. We're just really checking it here, so we're going to focus totally on our chicken right now since everything else is ready. It's looking pretty good. If you want to get it more brown, you can just turn it up a little bit. I'm up to about medium-high now to get it browned off, since it's pretty much almost done here. And keep in mind your chicken and all your meats, when you take them out of the pan, they're going to continue cooking basically until you cut into that. So you could start out well, but by the time you get to it, it's going to be ready to go as far as well done. Now to keep it even, I'm kind of pressing down on that thick part there because I want it to cook evenly. I don't want a dry spot in my chicken. Splatters get to you, you get one of these handy dandy splatter guards and put that on there. That'll keep the grease from coming out. And it should be almost done. Flip it one more time, make sure it's getting real nice and brown right now. That's that garlic and everything cooking into it. And you don't want it too potent to flavor. I mean, you could do a blackened chicken, but I don't know how that would be with the raspberry. Maybe we'll try that one. If you get any comments out there you want to see a blackened chicken one, let me know. We can do a blackened chicken. So I can smell it cooking really good now. So we're nice and brown. Everything looks done. We're going to take it out of the pan, pull it off the heat. Turn off the stove. I'm going to wipe real quick on the stove. Okay, so now for the chicken, we're going to make sure it's done. I'm pretty darn sure these little small parts are done. We're going to go with the middle here. I'm going to hold it with my tongs. We're going to turn it, make little cubes, bite-sized pieces so you can actually eat it. And I'm going to bring that salad over. We're just going to put it on top of the salad. So this really is 4 ingredients. You just got
Romaine lettuce, Mandarin oranges, strawberries, and chicken.
And now all we gotta do is top it with whatever ingredient you want, but the raspberry vinaigrette. So this is a pretty healthy dish. It's a white meat. I'm gonna use Panera. This is really gonna spike it up a little bit. You could use a fat-free. And just put it in there. You got a lot of lettuce to cover. Put as much as you like, but you could use something like this. I might try that on one of my other salads here to see how it is. Found that one today, but Panera's been my old standby. So there's.
Well, guys, I hope you like this video. Tomorrow we're going to be doing a video on a Polish cucumber salad served on top of mashed potatoes. It's a Polish dish. Right now everyone's bringing in food from their gardens that they're getting too much of, from tomatoes to cucumbers to zucchinis. So the next couple episodes we're going to put a little bit of that in there to help show you ways to use up all the produce you may be getting from your friends and neighbors that are just getting overwhelmed with their garden right now. So other than that, click subscribe and the bell, and every day we'll be putting out another video, and come back and see us again.